Hey, what's going on, guys? Angel of the Night here. We are back again with the Grand Challenge 2025 Part 2, Team Number 1, Battle Number 10. Huh, what a mouthful. Our opponent here is going to lead off with a Porygon 2 and an Incineroar, and of course we're coming in with our Murkrow and Sneasler. The Incineroar does have the Intimidate ability, which is going to drop the attack stat of the Murkrow. However, we are not going to be intimidated with Sneasler because we have a clear amulet. Now the Porygon 2 has activated its download and has boosted its attack stat. Not really something that I'm too concerned about with the Porygon, of course, at this time. The biggest threat here right now is getting faked out by that Incineroar. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap out the Murkrow. We're going to bring in Indeedee, and then of course with the Sneasler we want to go for the close combat into the Incineroar. And the reason why we're going to do that is because it should be super effective. However, there is a huge risk with that, because Incineroar can go for the terrestrialization of Ghost, and of course fighting type moves are not effective against Ghost type Pokemon. So let's hope that it doesn't actually go for the Terra Ghost here. So Indeedee comes in, making the battlefield all weird, and the fake out coming in from the Incineroar to the Sneasler, not going to be able to make a hit. We're going to retaliate with the close combat. And luckily for us, we actually managed to pick up the KO off onto the Incineroar. So that Pokemon is down out. That is the first Pokemon out of the battle. And then of course we have also dropped our defensive stats with our Sneasler. Porygon 2 has gone in for the Trick Room, which is going to be able to make slower Pokemon faster and faster Pokemon slower. However, we can opt in to reverse this later on with the Indeedee because we do actually have Trick Room. Next Pokemon coming in is going to be a Garchomp, and of course Garchomp is typically a speedy Pokemon, so I'm not really sure what to expect from that Garchomp, to be quite honest. But as you can see, I'm kind of debating on going for the Imprison, I'm also debating on going for the Trick Room, but I'm also thinking about maybe going for the Follow Me. There's 3 support aspects to this, so I could either go for one of the 3, and it looks like I'm kind of heavily weighing on Imprison, but it looks like we're going to go back and reverse the Trick Room back to normal. With the Sneasler, we're going to go in for the Protect here, so that way we don't get hit by any kind of a move from that extremely terrifying Garchomp. Oh my gosh, my brain just went bleh. But we actually do end up getting hit by the Porygon 2, and then of course the Earthquake doesn't actually hit onto the Sneasler. However, Indeedee is hurting. We're down into the red zone here. We're going to get the Trick Room. That's going to reverse the speeds back to normal, which means that faster Pokemon are going to be faster and slower Pokemon are going to be slower. So here we are. We have to either go for the Imprison and stop the Porygon 2 from going for the Trick Room again, or we are going to have to go in for the Rock Slide, Close Combat, or the Dire Claw. At this time, we've actually opted in for the Close Combat to the Porygon 2, and it looks like we've locked in on that as well. Now, if we can get the Porygon 2 out, that means that no more Trick Rooms can come in from the opposing side. However, I think I did lock into the Imprison here, which means that no kind of damage is actually going to be off onto the Garchomp. So that could be a bit of a problem. Considering Garchomp's going to be able to hit 2 Pokemon at once, yeah, we're going to lose 2 of our Pokemon here. Realistically, I should have probably attacked Garchomp this turn with maybe like a Psychic while we actually have the Psychic terrain up. Now, of course, we have 2 Pokemon remaining. One you already know is Murkrow. The another Pokemon is going to be Exeggutor. Now, the nice thing about having the Psychic terrain up is that we are going to be able to go for the Expanding Force, meaning we can hit 2 Pokemon at once currently. And then, of course, if we actually come in with a Murkrow, we can do 2 different moves here. We can go for the Sunny Day, which is going to basically allow us to boost up the Chlorophyll with the Exeggutor, or we can go for the Tailwind and boost the entire team. So pretty much at this point, I think I'm going to opt in for the Sunny Day. That way it can actually lower the water-based moves from the Primarina. And then, of course, with the Exeggutor here, I'm pretty sure we're going for the Expanding Force. That's going to be the clear method to try to win this battle, because obviously Murkrow only has Foul Play. And, yeah, we can't really win a match with Foul Play. Or can we? Who knows? Okay, Primarina opting in for the Protect here. Here's the Sunny Day. That's going to be able to set up the Sun and activate the Chlorophyll. Here we go with the Expanding Force, but the Primarina is protecting, meaning that we're only going to be able to hit that Garchomp this turn. Hopefully that actually does pick up the KO, and luckily for us, it actually does. So the only Pokemon remaining on the opposing side is going to be the Primarina. We are going to lose a little bit of health there due to the Life Orb. Okay, with the Murkrow, we're going to select Foul Play. And then, of course, with the Exeggutor, we have one of two options. We can go for the Expanding Force again, or we can go for the Leaf Storm. Now, Leaf Storm is super effective, however, it lowers our special attack. The Primarina has opted to go in for the Protect there the second time around, and of course it doesn't actually work. The more times that you use the Protect, the less likely it'll work. So I never really have much luck with the second turn Protect. If you guys have a lot of, capabilities of doing that, and it works out for you, let me know in the comment section below. But for me personally, I never actually get the second Protect off. Always fails. So we've actually lost our Psychic Terrain here, and we're actually going to lock in for the Foul Play, and then we're also going to go for the Leaf Storm. Now this should technically pick up the KO. I can't see Primarina living, and that is the match. So if you guys enjoyed that battle there today, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Post your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next battle. Take care, have a good one, and as always, peace out.